Thank you, Bob. Now, Joe's joined me for the next bit of the programme as we celebrate a rather special occasion.
Yes, 30 years ago this week, a young man began his career in television. Soon his face would be familiar to pretty well every television viewer in the Midlands.
That was back in the days when ITV programmes in the Midlands started like this.
It looks peaceful enough now, but on Friday the quiet scene of this Cathedral City girls' school was shattered by the shrieks and howls of delight as dozens of young ladies hurled flour and eggs at each other.
Bob Warman started as a reporter for ATV Today, but quickly went on to present the news for ATV and then Central. For the past 3 decades, Bob has been bringing the Midlands news into our homes.
Hello, and today in the special edition of Central News, we report on the tragic events in Handsworth.
And it was back in 1982 that ATV Today became Central News. Here's a reminder of how viewers saw the changeover.
Give us a C! C! Give us an E! E! Give us an N! N! Give us a T! T! Give us an R! R! Give us an A! A! Give us an L! L! Central News!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the toast is Central News. Central Independent Television was born just a few hours ago.
Well, we're enjoying this, even if Bob's looking a little askance. During his 30 years on the small screen, he's presented the programme with a string of wives. Sorry, on-screen wives. Lou and Joe are just the latest in a long line. See which of these you can remember.
Hi, we just couldn't keep the news to ourselves any longer. In this year's News Awards, the Royal Television Society have voted ATV Today the best independent regional news magazine programme. And we reckon we've got the biggest audience too.
So join us again tomorrow for ATV Today, the best in the country. Cheers.
Cheers.
This week we're in Weston-super-Mare, just a quick flip down the M5.
We'll be meeting some of the thousands of Midlanders here on holiday and also one or two poor unfortunates who are having to work.
I'll be glad when these pair go home.
No, well, you say you're like your on-screen wife. You just get nagged at home and
That's
here,
right.
don't you?
That's it, yes.
With apologies
yes.
to Di, because I'm sure she's not a nag. But...
Fancy coming to work to get nagged, but that's the way it is.
Well, someone else... well, yeah.
Nothing's changed, has it?
Well, someone else who's a bit of an old-timer, I mean a constant across the years, is our sport supremo, Gary Newbon. Now, Gary's working in Spain at the moment, but he's recorded this message.
I'm sorry I can't be with you tonight, Bob. I'm here in Madrid. No choice, really, was it, Bob Warman or Madrid? I'm here for the big match, of course, tomorrow night. But I do want to say a few words about you, because besides being a great mate, I've always admired the way that you've maintained your presence on screen for 30 years here in the West Midlands. Good luck, Bob. Have a good night tonight.
Well, no party is complete without friends, is it, Bob? And one of your best friends in the industry is a former news anchorman. Although to many of us, he's better known as a quizmaster. Here's a clue to his identity. Yes, for the first time on Central News, and he's done a little bit of baking. Here's Richard Whiteley.
30 years.
Oh, my old mate.
30 years, and he can still pronounce Royal Horse Artillery. Well done. The man's he's still working.
Yeah, what a great surprise. What a lovely surprise.
How did you two meet? How did you get to know each other?
Well, shall I tell the story? It was way back in 1975 when ATV was, there. And he was poached by the producer of Yorkshire TV Calendar, which I was the anchorman of, to come to Yorkshire to kick me out.
To nick your job?
Yep, to nick my job. Yes, mind you. I saw him off.
Yeah,
I saw him off.
You're still good.
How long did you... You tried for 2 years, then you gave up, had to come back.
But you're also very good chums, aren't you, outside work?
We're great friends, actually. He's my oldest friend in the business, actually, and...
So we're not talking about age, either.
Unfortunately, it's hard to believe, I'm actually slightly older than him. And, yeah, it's a constant source of annoyance to me that he's never going to be as old as me.
Still got his own teeth, though, haven't you?
Well, I have, actually.
Well, at least he's got his own hair.
Let's see yours. Take yours out. Let's see yours. But actually, funnily enough, Bob, it's 35 years to this very day that I started at Yorkshire Television, funny enough. So,
more congratulations.
Absolutely. What an emotional day. I'm filling up.
You can help us eat the cake, Richard. Yeah?
I think it's fair to point out that Bob has been a little nervous for a while. He's seen these people moving around.
You know what it's like.
He thought something was going on.
The newsroom have been in strange silence today, and I knew that something was... It's a great surprise.
Well, they promised you a big star, Bob, and I'm sorry they could only do me. But I mean, you're a great chap, and one thing that old Newbon said, I echo. I mean, you are certainly, from my era in Yorkshire, I know you are Mr. Midlands, and very much highly respected here. You've done a marvellous job, and it's fantastic.
And we all love him.
And regional stations need long-serving, mature, authoritative guys like this.
Careful.
Where is he?
Where is he? Yes, they couldn't find him.
They'll have a big red book soon.
Yes. Well, hang on.
This is your life, isn't
Now, before we go, we've just got something to show. Let's just finish with some of the lighter moments from across the years, including a few Bob might prefer to forget. Now, let's start with Miss ATV 1981.
As if by magic, the evening dress replaces the swimsuit. Did you know that Deb is also a bodybuilder, believe it or not? Now, I always thought that was the preserve of males. What's all this bodybuilding?
It's very good for you, actually. There are a lot of women doing it now. It does actually tone the body up and give you a better all-over shape.
But does it put muscles in the right places?
Yes, it sure does. All the bumps in the right places, yes.
That's good to know.
Well, I'm sorry about the confusion there, but I think the answer is that there's going to be the largest fancy dress party in the world here next Sunday at Weston Park. It should be a lot of fun. Oh.
Stop it.
Salute, mate. Okay. Salute, good girl. Salute. Leave it. Leave it. That's enough. Salute. 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 Leave it. Leave it. Hey. That'll work with elephants.
Pesky Robin, never on time.
Geronimo!
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain.
I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way.
It does strike me, at least you haven't been bitten on the programme as Richard was at Yorkshire.
Oh, yes, the ferret.
Oh, no, his show. Don't talk about the ferret.
Didn't you use some foul language when you fell into that water? I'm sure I heard a rude word.
No, not at all, no.
I think you
Ouch,
did.
maybe, or something like that. I don't know. Is that how you spell it?
Yes. I don't think
You must love it, Bob, if you wouldn't still be here.
Well, that's absolutely right, yes. Well, you know, 30 years, I can't believe it's been 30 years.
It's the voice. It's the voice.
Yes.
It's the lovely voice.
Yeah.
Lovely
Never
voice, Bob.
changed.
Well, hey, well, there we go. Anyway, 30 years it's been. It's been wonderful highlights. It's been terrific. Every day has been a treat working with you, gang.
But cut the cake.
And I will cut the cake, yes. You've got
Another 30 years ahead.
Where did you get the knife from?
Stole it.
Nicked it from the canteen.
Nicked it from the canteen. Here we go. Here we
No
go.
expense, sir.
Oh, look at this.
look
I
at
should have
that.
taken that off there, shouldn't I?
Well, never mind.
There we are. Oh, look at that.
Show it to the viewers. It says 30.
It does say.
Well,
Look at that.
well, on that note,
30
I think,
years.
yeah.
Well, what I would
You
say
can
is
now
that,
say bye-bye.
well, the next 30 years begins tomorrow. See you at 6.
Good luck.
See you then.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Richard. There you go.